Congratulations on your new Dixon City Hyundai.
We've got selection. 1,000 cars to choose from. Our service can't be beat. Bumper to bumper, you can't lose. So when it comes to your next car, we have just one thing to say. Get exactly what you want. Come to Dixon City Hyundai. Save every day. Save Dixon City Hyundai style.
Every one of you represent like 5 people, so that's pretty good. Yeah. Lee is here to tell you where we are and who our sponsor is, because I don't even know yet. Well, I'm going to hear about this.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. You probably noticed that the pumpkin decoration.
Yeah.
So being that it's October, Travel sent us to a nice little village. We're in Massachusetts, a little village called Devil's Hollow.
Okay.
And about 850 is the general population. I think we've got about a smaller number of that here. But, you know, this is October, so this time of the year, the whole East Coast tends to go nuts with Halloween decorations and all that kind of stuff. So that's where we're at. And our sponsor is Oh Golly Miss Molly's Bed and Breakfast and Flea Circus.
Oh, a flea circus.
A flea circus.
Oh.
At first I thought it was a flea market, but then I read the pamphlet, and it's a flea circus.
Okay.
Bring your own fleas.
Okay, so how does this, do they do tricks?
Well, it's like a circus. So imagine a circus tent, big tent, that's shrunk down, and they do high wire, they do acrobatics, they catch each other in midair.
Yeah.
You have to use a really good imagination. Yeah, but it's a flea circus.
What was the first part again?
Oh Golly Miss Molly's Bed and Breakfast.
Bed and breakfast, so they're not bed bugs.
We're not staying there. So that's a big, I don't know. I don't believe bed bugs are actually larger than your typical flea.
Are they?
Not much larger.
Oh.
About 100 times bigger.
They smack their bony lips and eat your skin like taco chips, I think.
Nice, Ron.
I sneezed.
Back to you, Tony.
We have Krista and Andy Lehman here from Kart, everybody.
Yay!
They're going crazy for you.
They're sounding wild.
So you have Kart. Can you explain where the name came from first?
Sure. Our daughter Kate was born with a congenital heart defect. And when Kate was in the hospital, one of the things we would do is we'd pass time by reading to her. There were a lot of times where we couldn't pick her up after operations. And I remember the first time we were waiting for her to get better and reading to her, we couldn't find a book anywhere. So I sat and read to her Field and Stream magazine. And then afterwards, we would take books and read to her and everything. She got to the point where she really enjoyed that. Well, unfortunately, after her 5th open heart surgery, Kate passed away. She was 18 months of age. And then after that, a few months later, we decided to take her memorial money, and we thought it would be nice just to start a book cart at Lutheran Hospital. We thought the book cart would maybe last a few weeks. We thought we'd run out of money, and then it kind of went from there. And I always say I knew I was in trouble when I came home one day and there was a semi out in front of the house. And what used to be my garage was now being loaded with books and everything.
Great.
But,
wow.
Yep.
So how long ago was that you started?
It would have been
2008, so 17 years.
17 years.
Wow. So did she learn how to field dress an antelope or something from Field and Stream?
No, she probably could have after we read it that many times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
Oh, so how does it make it different than other people that might give books away? How is it different than everybody else, or unique?
Yeah, so we're kind of a twofold. Our first mission, our first goal is to bring comfort, joy, distraction during that traumatic hospital time. And, you know, that first time we were in the hospital with her, that first time she got transferred, obviously, you know, panic, not knowing what was going to happen. But then, you know, when we were back at the hospital for the 50th time, like no matter how many times you're in the hospital, it's lonely, it's scary, there's unknowns. So our first mission, our first goal is to really just bring joy and comfort in that moment. So in that moment while you're waiting for a test, in that moment while you're trying to, you know, bring a smile from your child who hasn't smiled in days, we're there with a fun book, an interactive book that's going to just make that moment a little bit brighter. So not many people give it in that moment of crisis.
Because you can empathize with the people that are there. You know what they're going through.
Yeah, we spent 180 days in the hospital with Kate.
Wow.
We were in Indianapolis. We were in Michigan. Out of town quite a bit. And we just remember that was the only time that we really felt normal as a family, just sitting and reading and having that time with her.
So all those times you've been in there, you may have already started answering this. What kind of impact do you feel that you've made in the community or on people or kids? What kind of impact do you think you've made?
Yeah, so, we've grown from that one cart that we thought was going to be a couple weeks to 17 years later, 25 hospitals. There's 46 carts out there.
Wow.
And 15 counters. We're actually, believe it or not, we're like international.
Really?
Really. We're in Ohio. But, we crossed the border.
Okay.
So, no, but we serve 15 counties in Indiana and Northwest Ohio. So we just gave out our 500,000th book.
500,000th book.
So if you think of every one of those books making an impact, everyone bringing smile, bringing hope, bringing joy, that's a lot.
Wow.
So, I could sit here all day. How long do we got?
We have a while.
Cool.
Okay, well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
We hear so many stories from families. One gentleman stopped us in the parking lot. His daughter was in the hospital as a 4-year-old, was having some seizures, and so they did a lot of monitoring of her over a period of days. And a lot of times when they have those monitors, they can't have TV because they don't want the extra stimulation.
Gotcha.
So she read this Curious George Goes to the Hospital book over and over.
Is that where you had a puzzle piece or something like that?
I don't know. I haven't actually read that one.
Yeah.
But he said that book was so impactful. My daughter's now in college to become a nurse. And I have a tattoo.
That's going to be...
Oh.
And he shows Curious George and the man in the yellow hat on his arm tattooed because that scary moment and the amount of joy, that normalcy that they had just reading that book. I've had kids who, Diary Wimpy Kid, I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's been every year for the past 20 years. I think number 20 is coming out this year,
really?
October 21st.
He's still wimpy.
Is he still...
Charlie Browns are always in kindergarten.
But very popular series with the kids. And we've had, middle school kids who get out of their bed and hug our volunteers because it's their own copy. It would take them weeks to get it on the wait list.
Sure.
And so to be able to have their own copy of a book that they get to take home, because like I mentioned earlier, we're about that moment in the hospital, but we're also about having these books, these tools for literacy to take home. And these families tell us it's our favorite book. It reminds us of, my child was born at 1 pound and now they're 17 pounds running around, and it just brings joy to them. But probably the sweetest story was from a family who, unfortunately, their son only lived 10 days. And we were able to give them a couple books during their hospital's time, and they said, it was the only parenting thing that we could do. We couldn't hold our baby, we couldn't feed our baby, but we could read to them, and we could have story time and be a family. They actually put that book on their tombstone because of the impact.
Wow.
That was what normalcy was to them, reading and that unfortunate situation. So, just from kids who have lemonade stands to give back, it's just amazing the kind of impact that a book can make when you're in that moment.
So you don't have you have a little vehicle, right? What do you use that vehicle for? Just delivering to different hospitals? What do you call that?
There's actually 2 of them.
Oh, you have 2? Okay.
Yeah, there's a big one and a little one. And then they're used to deliver books. And we have a lady that goes out and stocks carts at all the different hospitals and keeps her pretty busy.
And you have a little storefront, too, don't you? Up on...
We have a couple now.
Yeah.
There's one that's offices, and then there's one that's now a warehouse.
And how many... Okay, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. how much do you have in stock? Like,
Yeah.
how many copies?
So I would say at any given time we have 25 to 30,000 books in stock,
Wow,
which sounds like a lot.
it does.
They go through.
But
I can't even count that.
So, our carts are filled with books for newborns, those sweet read alouds, Goodnight Moon, Guess How Much I Love You, all those books that you're going to read to your newborn, all the way up to the touch and feel board books, the Frozen and dinosaur picture books, to the chapter books, activity books, sticker books, seek and found books. We have some Bible stories. We have Spanish. We have some Burmese. So we need to have inventory of all of those books to be able to stock any given cart that can hold 300 to 500 books at a time.
Oh, wow.
Those are big carts.
Yeah.
And then you put on top of that we have partnerships with publishers and distributors. So if I buy 1,000 books from them, they're going to ship them to me free at an 80% discount on a pallet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Way beats going to Barnes and Noble
Sure.
and having 10 carts, that I'm checking out one by one. So we're able to buy them in bulk, but then you also have to be able to store. One of the most popular books is Guinness Book of World Records.
Really?
And we had no idea that it was connected to Guinness beer.
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea
Makes
that Guinness
sense.
beer created Guinness
well,
World
yeah.
Records. Yeah.
So very popular, couple reasons. They're very high quality hardback book. A lot of the older kids don't feel great, right? Like, they don't want to read a novel. They don't want to read something that's heavy. And those are just short little reads. You can read here, read there. They're like $29.95 at the store. And every once in a while, we would have a very generous person on our Amazon wish list give us one. And every once in a while, I'd find it at Ollie's. So I'm like, I'm just going to email Guinness in London. I don't know. So I email Guinness. Hello, I'm from Indiana. We give out books to kids in the hospital. Guinness Book of World Records, super popular. Is there any way I can buy in bulk? They're like, sure, buy 400 for $4 a piece.
Wow.
So from a $30 book, but then, we stacked them up. We tried to be in the Guinness Book of World Records with our Guinness Book of World Records. We stacked them. They actually went to the ceiling.
Really? Wow.
And we had extras to spare. So we do have a lot, but that allows us to be able to always have the variety that we need and be able to get them at such a discounted price.
So, do you carry Field and Stream by chance?
No, we don't. No.
Just curious. So, next 5 to 10 years, what are you going to do in 5-10 years from now?
So we just hit 500,000.
Yeah.
That's a good milestone.
So let's on the roll to 1 million.
To the future!
A million.
1 million books. So what does that look like? At the rate we're going, it took us 17 to get to 500,000. We could easily get there in 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah, because are you growing a little bit faster every year than?
Yes. So we continue to add carts.
Yeah.
We continue to be more impactful. We learn placement of the carts. We just started pushing more often at Parkview. We're pushing 6 days a week instead of 3 now.
Okay.
IU Health is coming. Parkview is expanding.
That's good.
So that's why we're in Ohio, because Parkview went to Ohio. Parkview's added Logansport. Parkview's adding West Lafayette. Parkview's adding Lebanon down by Indy. So there's still a lot of opportunity, even with our little Northeast Indiana circle.
We're trying to stay 100 miles within Fort Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's people calling from outside that 100 miles.
Yeah. Could you partner with somebody so they can do it outside your range or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of ideas of expanding, growing Kate's Cart, but Andy and I have gotten so much healing from this experience. The people that we've met, the support. I think we say all the time, who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought that this person would have given this much money, or that we would have had this opportunity, or whatever it would be.
Yeah, we never thought we'd be on a TV show.
Well, hey.
Yeah.
I think Shark Tank is your next move.
Oh,
But my whole hope is that maybe we could equip another family who's had a loss in their community. We get so much support from the local community because it's local. And kids, I think it's so interesting, like I'll go and speak at a school and they do a book drive or a fun drive. And then a couple weeks later, I'm at the hospital, and they're like, we just had a book drive. I just donated a book to you. And so then all of a sudden here, then they're getting a book back. Or I'll have everybody stand up who has gotten a book. And I'll say, look around. When you donate to Kate's Kart, you're donating to your friend. You're donating to your teacher's child. And that, for kids, when they can see that, means so much more. Even though there's very valid international charities that are doing amazing work. But when a child can see an immediate impact of what they're doing because they either received those benefits or their friend did, that's huge for them.
Sure, definitely.
Yeah,
So how can people help?
You just cut me off.
I did. How can people help?
Lots of ways to help.
Yeah.
One, share your story. Have you heard of HIPAA?
Yeah.
So that prevents us from being in the hospital taking photos and asking personal information. We have to hear that from you. So if you've been impacted by Kate's Kart, if you have your story to tell, we would love to hear that. Whether it's through written word, if you're willing to be on a video to share stories of impact, that's huge. Volunteer opportunities, you want to talk about that?
Sure, there's lots of ways to volunteer. We have an ice cream social every year. We need volunteers at the ice cream shops to help give out books and also to man the ice cream shops. We do have volunteers at the office. Also, we have volunteers that go into the hospital. The good thing is right now there's actually a waiting list for volunteers.
Oh, really? Good.
We have over 100 volunteers.
Wow. And
they're all, just super incredible, nice people. And they give up their time, and they're just great.
But you can, host a book drive at your work. Yeah. Have us come in and share our story and have a fun drive. Have a penny war at the holidays, have a competition between different departments of, who can raise the most money or bring the most Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah, like the school I work at this week, they're doing a Scholastic book fair, and kids are bringing in crayons and books and stuff for Kate's Kart.
Is there a website people can go to find out more information?
There is, kateskart.org, 2 Ks, KATESKART.org.
Where is it? Is it on my desk there? It's right here.
Right across
there's
your
the website, right? Oh, there it is on my desk. There, it moved. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the post-production right there. I put the website up. There it is, everybody.
Yeah, find us on social media. Like you mentioned, we've got an office space. Come do a field trip with your group. We're just here. We're here because of the community. We're here because this little idea that we had to honor Kate, the community has said, we support you 100%. And so through volunteers, through donations, everybody in the community has stepped up to allow us to hit that 500,000 milestone. And we're only going to get to 1 million if the community continues to rally.
Right.
Well, good.
You think we can do a little challenge? Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay, so Lee's going to ask this question that I cut him off from.
I don't remember what my question is.
Okay, so here's a dry erase board. So we're going to do very popular children's books.
Okay.
And we're going to look at the screen and see if we can figure out what they are.
You realize I may or may have not have actually touched or purchased 500,000 books in 530,000 since I have that many sitting in the office.
Is that a threat? Oh boy. Did I stump you already?
You did.
Okay, well I said I'm in a whale.
I said Molly sails away.
Oh.
I said kid in a whale.
Kid in a whale. What is it?
A whale.
Let's see what it is.
I
live inside a whale.
That's pretty close.
Man,
So were these
rough.
published in 24?
I don't know.
1824 maybe. Wow, could you have more of it covered up?
Wow.
I put The Bunny Effect. I don't know. Is that a movie?
I don't think you want to type that in the internet.
I have the White Rabbit.
I had the yellow square.
What is it? The book that can read your mind? Okay.
Never saw that one either.
Really? Where did you get these?
We're killing it. We're killing it.
Well, if you remember, we're about comfort and joy. That comfort comes from books that kids know.
Well, we didn't tell you, but anybody that used the word square got a point.
Oh.
So I think it was,
Yay.
2-2? 2-1.
Yeah.
We have a winner over here, everybody. Thank Kate for being here. Perfect. We'll be right back after this, everybody.
You find your
Thanks.
prize on the way out.
So I sat and read to her Field and Stream magazine